Bonnie Robinson and James Lizotte are our special guests here in our studios in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, X-Zone Nation, and from everyone here in the X-Zone and from all of the members of the X-Zone Nation, a very Merry Christmas. And nothing but the very best of 2017, because I've got a feeling that 2017 is going to be a super year for each and every one of us. James, tell us about your beliefs or how you see Christmas.
I sort of have a different way of looking at it, mainly because in my whole life, I have never been involved in any type of the religion end of things. Like, I've never been to church. I've never, read the Bible. I was in a public school. I wasn't in a Catholic school, things like that. I mean, from day one, I've never really experienced that end of things. Yet I can see, to me, Christmas has always become more of a situation where, when you're a little kid, the first thing you remember is, oh, wow, there's a tree in our living room and we get stuff under it. So that's a big deal, And then when you're really, really young, and especially with our father, he tended to really go with the material things to show us. There was only one time a year that you actually really ever saw him happy in any sort of form, and that was usually when he was putting stuff under the tree and watching us open it and stuff like that. But as I got older, the one thing I started to associate it with more, though, was we always got together the next day. Boxing Day was like our entire family getting together in a large group. When I look back, that's what I remember. More than any of the toys, more than any of the things that you get. I always remember just the idea of coming together more. And the idea that for once, all of a sudden everybody's talking about peace on earth. Everybody's talking about, the wonderful time of year that it is. Yeah. And, I never needed the religion to actually appreciate that. To actually understand that I want more of this in my life. I mean, the religion attached to it, I don't know. I mean, I've never known it. Do I believe? I believe that it's similar to, like, spiritualism of any form. I don't believe that we all have to have that one staunch belief for us to have Christmas. I mean, it seems to be the one time of year when everyone is willing, more or less, to.
But I think that maybe that is why society has brought Santa Claus into it, to take the onus and the focus off of the religious aspect and to Santa Claus as one who brings family unity together.
Yeah. I can understand that. It's like an ambiguous figure that really isn't related directly to the actual original Christmas.
And another thing that I've seen is that here in Hamilton we have a large Muslim community. And our next door neighbor here is Muslim. They are super people. And what he did this year was he got Christmas laser decoration light on his house. And he is so proud. He has a granddaughter and a grandson, and he came over to me and he says, "Look, Christmas lights. I like." And I said, "Are you happy?" He says, "Makes me feel good." There you go. It's not the religion. It's not anything else but the Christmas spirit. But why does it take 364 days of the year in order to get to this one pivotal day that we can feel all this love, feel all this family camaraderie? Can you just imagine, Bonnie, if we could actually harness or bottle Christmas spirit so that every day would be like Christmas Day? This is what I think that we were trying to say before, that this would make the world a better place.
True. Yeah. It's definitely the one thing I value at Christmas is family getting together. Yeah. And proof of that was we always did Boxing Day at my parents' place. And when they passed, my brother Steve took over that and made sure that we always got together every Christmas, Boxing Day, and we had our Chinese food, which was something we just did. And
Chinese food on Christmas Day?
Yeah. Not Christmas Day. No. Boxing Day.
Oh, because
Boxing
Laura
Day.
and I have Chinese food on Christmas Day because our children go on the 26th, and on the 27th we have Christmas dinner. So Laura and I have Chinese food on Christmas Day.
Yeah, Boxing Day. My dad started the tradition of Chinese food. He would pre-order ahead. The Chinese place loved it. They would come in, and it was great. They would get the big delivery. And so this year, my brother's been passed now for 3 years, and this year we planted a tree through his daughter, who got us all to get together and put some money together and have a tree planted at the hospital park where he was in the hospital in Oshawa.
Isn't that wonderful?
And have a small plaque put on the ground. And that, I was amazed. Everybody came. I mean, this is people that are way up north and out in Niagara and over in Bowmanville. Like, it was quite a distance to travel for this one moment of time. And it wasn't very long because it was friggin' cold. But we all got together. Everybody signed a balloon. Some people brought little ornaments and stuff.
Yeah.
But that is what I love about Christmas, because you get together and you just do,
I just wanted to interject on that. It's like, yes, that was a special day to us. We all got together. Everybody did show up.
Yeah.
And the funny part of it was, I basically said to my sister, Bonnie, and like her daughter, while we were driving there and all this, oh, look, it's snowing, naturally. And it's like, oh, look, it's going to snow all the way there and make just enough of a mess to have made it a really hard drive to get there. But when I got there, I had to think, you know what? This is exactly what Steve would do. He'd just like make you work for it so that, you had that purpose to get there. And, of course, the snow added to the whole scene and actually made it quite beautiful. And then we hung the blue balloons that were all deflating because of the temperature.
Right.
So it kind of looked pretty pathetic, but it was a nice pathetic. It was like, raisins hanging from the tree. But, we all thought of that little joke about the blue balloons. But anyway, it just seemed that much more special with the snow.
Yeah.
And then it got dark after, like we all went to dinner, like we all agreed to do that, and we spent a good time there. We spent 2 hours having our dinner and everything else. And when we came out, it was dark, but the snow had stopped, and the drive home was perfectly clear.
Wow.
Which sounds exactly like the way he would plan it if he was going to do it. He'd just make you work to get there, add something special when you're there, and then, oh yeah, you're not going to have any trouble getting home. But I thought of that, and of course, for me, and I don't know whether anybody noticed it, but when we finished doing everything we'd done as far as a whole bunch of group pictures of the tree and Wes,
right,
everybody else walked on, and, it was me, because I do that. I had to walk back when everyone was gone and just spend a moment there. And in my view, I was talking to him. It was like, I was just like, this is something you would have liked. And I know it.
We've got about 3 minutes left. And what I'd like to do, starting with you, James, I'd like to get your Christmas wishes for the listeners.
Well, that would be a good one. My Christmas wishes for the listeners? Just that everyone appreciate what they have. And don't look so much at the material things for happiness. Just be happy who you are and with the people you're with right now. Because that's what Christmas should be all about. And it doesn't matter about what race, what religion.
Yeah.
You should all be able to appreciate that one moment. And that's what I would wish.
It's a beautiful wish. Bonnie, what is your Christmas wish for our listeners?
I'm kind of on the same track with my brother. I agree. I think everyone needs to be really in the moment. Don't look at the past, don't look at the future, because we don't know what that holds for us. And the past is the past, and we can't go there again. So, yeah, to be in the moment, enjoy what you have, because you don't know, nobody knows when they're going to be gone. And when they're gone, it's too late. and you end up, just missing all of. It's amazing when one chair is empty.
Yeah.
How much you notice that, and we hadn't had that in our family for a long time, and when it happened, it was wow, wake up call. So enjoy, say Merry Christmas, hug everybody, just love, period.
My wish for both of you is love, health, happiness. And I just want to thank you both for coming tonight and sharing your Christmas wishes with me, and thank you for being my friend.
Well, thank you.
X-Zone Nation, I'll be back on the other side of this break with the news as we continue here in the X-Zone from our broadcast center in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. This is the X-Zone, and send me your emails, xzone@xzoneradiotv.com, or to our studio at studio@xzoneradiotv.com. And don't forget the other fine programming that is available to you, 7/24/365 at www.xzbn.net. We've got some great things in store for you in the year 2017, and I'll give you a little hint as we get closer to that magical night where we all turn from one year to the next. My name is Rob McConnell. Don't go away.